Welcome back to Long Box Diving, where we explore comics and story arcs pulled from the long box, and we are exploring the comic arc called Round Robin, the Sidekicks Revenge, which was featured in Amazing Spider-Man 353 through 358. And we are on issue 3, or part 3 of that series. And here's the cover. Look at that. Look at everybody that's in that. We got Spider-Man, we've got Moon Knight, we've got Night Thrasher, Nova's in it, we've got Punisher, Frenchie's there, everybody's in this thing. So, where we left off was Midnight, the old sidekick to Moon Knight. Midnight, Jeff Wilder, has now knocked out Nova and is trying to escape with Nova. And Spider-Man still has a tracker on him, so he's able to keep track, and they're kind of following where he's going, trying to catch up to him. Now, Midnight has a plan of his own, and his plan is to control the Secret Empire. So the Secret Empire is who he's doing all this stuff for. They're all guys that wear a bunch of black hoods and have numbers on their chests and Roman numerals. And then, so we're getting into that. He's trying to escape. Spider-Man, Moon Knight, and Night Thrasher are heading out to find them and trying to catch up with them. Midnight basically lands on this roof in Manhattan. It kind of disappeared down the water tower, has a secret door or something like that, and they go down in there. And here's Punisher standing there on the corner saying, hey, I was kind of just watching everything going on around here, kind of see if something would happen. And something happened. So basically, Spider-Man got the little tingle. Hey, my thing is saying, my little scanner thing and my spider sense is saying it's in this building. So they land. They all swing out, of the jet, Moon Knight's jet, whatever that's called. It's funny because Punisher's like, oh, very subtle. Now I remember why I've always been a loner. He's just, he's like, they're like, hey, why are you hiding here? He goes, well, I was trying not to get noticed, like you guys just did. And then Spider-Man's like, oh, what a great time. I really wish my spider senses would be wrong. Nope. The whole roof is now full of Secret Empire bad guys. And then we get this great scene, a great fight scene where, Spider-Man's knocking people, Moon Knight's there, Night Thrasher, and they're just in you're like, we're outgunned, man. They got a lot of weapons, and Punisher's like, oh, I'll take care of that, blah, 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 blah. Right? And they're like, hey, you're shooting to kill. He goes, well, so are they. I can't say really blame him. Not superhero, but he's not a superhero, right? So he's like, what better way is there? And Spider-Man's like this. And he swings through it. He hits like 5 or 6 guys, knocks them all over the place. And that's when Midnighter shows up. He comes out of nowhere, out of the water tower, and he hits Moon Knight. And Moon Knight and Midnighter are going at it, right? And they're not, back and forth. Night Thrasher hits Moon Knight, and then all of a sudden, Night Thrasher gets wrapped up in this huge, gigantic metal claw. All right. And apparently there's a new villain team, and I had not realized, I had not recognized this team before. I believe they were seen previously in Iron Man 214, Fantastic Four 342, and these guys are called, the first guy's called, I'm Chain, I'm Sonic, and I am Grasp. So they are. The big Grasp hand is on, cybernetically connected, and he's crushing Nightcrawler, Chain, and starts swinging at Spider-Man, and then Sonic actually puts this. It's like this, looks like a crab, jumps onto the front of Punisher and starts draining him. Right, Midnight throws Moon Knight away, and then Spider-Man's helping to get Night Thrasher out of the claw, and then he gets hit in the back of the head by the other hand from Grasp. And I guess they're called the Gauntlet, the Seekers. That's what they're called, the Seekers. So they're like, hey, we're done. We did what we were supposed to do. We're out of here. And basically all they needed to do was distract them. So Secret Empire escapes. There's like a huge rocket ship that shoots out of the building. Spider-Man and the others are left there. Punisher still got this thing on his chest, and it's like draining him. So Night Thrasher takes his blade out and kind of cuts it, cuts it open, and basically saves Punisher because he's saying, this thing is about to kill me. If it wasn't for my Kevlar, I'd probably be dead, and he is out, right? So they take him back on the ship. and they kind of give him some first aid, right? Midnight shows back up at the Secret Empire base. He's got Nova, and the other guys are like treating him like crap, right? So they put him in a scanning machine. They followed you somehow, and they find out that Spider-Man had left a tracker on it. So he crushes the tracker, and then back on the ship with the group, Midnighter, Night Thrasher, Moon Knight. Man, I keep saying Midnighter, Moon Knight, Midnighter. I think the name's like really close. But they see Punisher goes through a throwback where his wife and kid was murdered by the mob, and they're like, that's why he does it. And Night Thrasher kind of goes, I understand what he's going through. So there's and Spider-Man's like, I understand what he's going through, but I chose a different path. So we see a nice little character building moment here that was really good. Then we get back in here, and they're getting ready to do some more cybernetic enhancements on Midnighter. The doctor's like, hey, I can do some prosthetic changes here on the arm. He actually has to use a blowtorch, but I get into that. And Midnighter's like, hey, I should be in charge of this thing. I'm tired of following your orders. Like, see this right here? We can induce pain, and we can knock you out. So they've got him on a chain. They got him on a leash. There's only so much the Duke can do. So all right, fine, torture me, because whatever the cybernetic enhancements, go ahead, do more. So they lay him down there, and they actually have to use a blowtorch. They don't put him down. They don't put him asleep first. None of that kind of stuff. He has to feel this whole thing. And at the same time, the nurse that was kidnapped to take care of him walks out, meets one of the tech orderlies out there, says, hey, I need you to put this into his body. And he's like, yeah, right. I should listen to you. Some bimbo they kidnapped to play nursemaid to the robot. It's my life to cross the Empire. Well, she pulls her mask down. He goes, I'm not asking you. I'm telling you. He goes, your face. Okay, lady. Oh, I'll do whatever you say. So he ends up planting this device, whatever it is, during the surgery, or he's going in to plant the device in the surgery, and she's like, no word of this to anyone. He's like, yes, ma'am. So I don't know who this lady is now. Midnighter is starting to make his move on the Empire, but he's still being, chained and put on a leash. The nurse is somebody important that the guy's scared of. And I don't know who it is yet or why she's important to him. But she's there. She's actually, it seems like she's trying to help Midnighter. Punisher's knocked out, and they're finally getting some good character moments in that. Spider-Man, Moon Knight, and Night Thrasher are still trying to figure out where Nova went and what's going on with Midnighter. Nova's still captured by the bad guys, and we see the Secret Empire starts to fall apart. They've lost their leader. Number one is dead. And now the rest of them are like, who's going to take control, etc., etc. Midnighter still has his own plan to take over the Empire, Secret Empire, and, live free or whatever he wants to do. And he still blames Moon Knight for leaving him in the hands of the Empire. A lot of stuff going on. A lot more questions. Some more questions that popped up. We see some great fight scenes in this comic. So, hey, this is definitely a recommend so far. This was a fantastic issue, and I can't wait to read the next one. So, until next time, and if you like this content, please like and subscribe, and that way you can see more of it. And hit the bell for notifications. So, thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you next time here in the Long Box.